There you go. So we're recording this so that other people can jump in on the energy if they didn't have time to join us today. It's the beginning of the year, and because it's the beginning of the year, I think it's a good idea to do a meditation for, I know people always want manifestation, you know, what they want to bring in for the entire year. So we'll do a little meditation on that. And of course, today we're going to be clearing our energies so that whatever our focus is, we can bring that in as well. And I am working on a vision board class that I can load up online. So look for that. It should be coming out any day now. I know it takes me a while to get these things together. Okay, super. Okay, give me a little light here. Alrighty, so let's do our meditation to connect us, to bring us all together in this beautiful realm of life that we live in, and just become conscious of it. So take a moment to close your eyes. Take a nice, long, slow, deep breath. And begin to watch how your lungs begin to rise and just fall back down again. Following the rhythm of your breath. And imagine it like ocean waves. Flowing in and with no effort at all, flowing back out. And imagine as you breathe in, you're breathing in light and love. And as you exhale, just exhale out heat and tension. And again, breathing in clear, light energy. And exhaling out heat and frustration. Breathing in peace. Exhaling stress. And one more nice long breath in. And as you exhale, just let everything go. And in this place of paying attention to your breath, I'd like you to notice how the air feels around your body. Notice how the air touches your skin where your skin is exposed, and how it might feel slightly different, the part of your skin that's covered with cloth. And as you breathe in this time, I want you to breathe in all the way to the center of your core, into your heart. And feel the peace that you can tune into just by focusing on the love in your heart. And the center of that space, of that love in your heart, is just behind your heart. It's not quite at your spine. Just imagine there's a tube of light that comes from the top of your head and goes all the way down to your feet. And imagine this tube going straight through your body, and it's filled with light. And allow the top of that tube to connect outside the atmosphere of Earth into the universe. And fill that tube with the infinite love of the universe, and pick a color that you bring in. Think about the nebulas that we've seen from the NASA telescope, and pick a brilliant color and allow it to fill your tube of light. And notice the shift when you just focused on the tube, and now when you filled the tube with the light from the universe. And if you can't feel it, just take a moment and just tune in. For me, I'm feeling it at the top of my head. I can feel the energy all around the top of my head. And allow this light to expand into the room where you're sitting right now. And notice when you expand that light out, the sensation in your body should not diminish. And if it does, come back into focusing on that tube of light, bringing in the essence from the universe. Once you get that sensation, then send it out into the room. And what you're doing is expanding love. And know that the more love you give out, the more love you radiate in. So feel how that works. Filling yourself with love and then sending it out into the room. And it should feel stronger as you do that. And then think about something you would like to manifest this year. I know there's probably many things on your list, and you can stand them all in front of you like little soldiers if you choose. But don't spend too much time thinking about exactly what they are, because the universe is going to fill in what is the highest and best good for you, and it might look different than what you're imagining. So just imagine these little images or icons out in front of you that represent goals that you would like to manifest. And fill them with the light that you've just brought in from the universe. Bring it into your tube of light, put it into your heart, and now shoot out rays of light out into each one of those icons, each one of those images. And imagine them glowing with light. And notice when you do that, do they take on different colors? They may. And as you look at and imagine those icons of manifestation that you would like to bring into your life this year, I'd like you to fill them with your love and allow that love to be like helium. And they start to rise above your space, and it rises outside your room. Because whatever you want to manifest, I can guarantee you need other people to help you do that. Whether they need to come into your life, whether they need to work for you, maybe they're already there. But don't hold on to these things so close into your energy field that no one can come to assist you. So just allow them to float up, out into the space around you. And we're just asking for that assistance, that divine light assistance that will magnetically bring to you the people that will make those things manifest. Feel how much calmer you are by letting go of the stress of holding on to it and trying to figure out what you have to do. Realizing that you will do what is necessary, but you don't have to hold on to how it has to happen. And if you're doing it wrong, all of those just go away. Beautiful. I can see all these little bubbles of colors all around you guys, but they aren't real close. They're above where something else can activate it and help you. Now I'd like you to go back into your heart and imagine sending that beautiful heart energy out around the United States. And specifically asking you to go to Karen and Lisa and Carol and Linda and me. They're like little crystals of light that each one of us can hold into our hearts. We have 5 crystals of light. We have our own plus the other 4. And then there's one gigantic crystal in the center of the earth, right over the center of the United States. And let's allow that crystal to begin to grow as it moves across the entire continent, filled with our love and light, bringing in our higher selves to build on that crystal of light. And asking for any divine beings that would like to help us today to come and join us. And allow that crystal to expand across the oceans, across all the continents of the United States, until it's bigger than the earth. Can you feel the shift? Good. And it's from this place that we'll work. What we do for each other, we do for all mankind. Perfect. Bring your intention back into your room, back into your heart. Feel that heart energy activating the energy in your hands. And tune in just for a moment and feel tiny little crystals in your hands. Put in your favorite stone, rose quartz, amethyst, kyanite. Sodalite is a group energy. I'll bring in that one. Does anyone want to call out what stone they have in their hands?
Amethyst.
Rose quartz. Rose quartz.
Okay.
Selenite.
Kyanite, good. I didn't hear what you said, Karen.
Amethyst.
Amethyst, okay. And Carol, what do you have?
Amethyst.
Amethyst, perfect. And I've got sodalite. All right. So bring your attention back into your room. Take a nice, long, slow, deep breath. And slowly and gently open your eyes. Beautiful. Welcome, Carol.
Hi, sorry I was late.
That's okay. That's good. Okay. So here we are. And let's see. Where do we start? Well, let's start with Karen. On my screen, you're right over here to the right, so it'll keep me in order.
Oh, you're in order.
Yes. Okay, so we've got 2, 4, 5. Okay, so tell us what you would like us to work on today.
I don't really have anything in specific. I'm just open to receive whatever it is I need to receive today. Maybe just kind of focus on staying healthy. That's a big one, right?
Yeah, that's definitely a good one. Okay.
Yeah, and just really receiving what I need to receive today,
Okay.
whatever that might be.
Good.
Okay. Well, that's easy. Okay.
Oh.
Let me start it. And yeah, we're going to do about 12 minutes on each other. It's always nice when we have more than 10 minutes. So this is good. Okay. So sit back, relax, lay down if that feels good to you. Close your eyes.
Okay.
And just sort of let us know what you feel or sense as we bring in the energy. I'm just, I'm sensing sort of clearing particles out of your space. I know that, may I share what was going on with you lately?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Karen had COVID, not really strong symptoms. And then her husband was out of town and he came back with it. So they were both not together for a few weeks, but so I'm just looking at the whole space in the house and just I just see a lot of little particles. I don't know if they're COVID particles. I mean, COVID is really everywhere. So just bringing in that energy, clearing the space. And anyone who's watching this video, just tune in and receive the light that's pouring out of my hands and what's happening with other people here. I mean, I can feel a calmness coming in. And even though we're directing energy to Karen, we can talk if we like. Once we connect with the energy, it starts to flow. And so, did anybody notice anything as we were connecting that core tube in our body out to the universe? Did people feel the switch?
I'm just feeling a lot of energy around my head right now.
Well, I felt, first off, I felt something about your eyes. That was the first thing that came into my mind, at least something about your eyes.
Yeah, I'm feeling that as well, Karen. It's like a lot of pressure, like right around the back of my head. Not in a bad way, but just a lot of energy. And for people who don't understand what we're talking about, we say we feel energy. That's why I say, well, it's sort of pressure. It's sort of like the air is tighter around here, How would you?
I'm it around my eyes and my head, like this top part, like right around like this.
There's like a band.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I felt. I just felt like right away the eye portion that I was just drawn to the energy around her eyes. I don't know why.
Like my eyes need to be open to what I need to see.
Maybe.
I see that band as a white light. So I think your eyes are open. It's just lighting it up. So if it was in the dark before, it's not any longer.
It's no more.
I'm gonna turn on a light here. Hang on. Maybe
I'm
that.
also feeling a lot of energy by my throat and my heart.
I just had this tightness like on your shoulders, like it just didn't want me to, I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah,
Just
my
like
shoulders have been tight.
grabbing onto both of your shoulders, like from the side though, with your arms. I don't know. Maybe I'll move on. Breathe that up.
It's just interesting the sensations that we feel as we're doing this. We're not in the same room, and yet the energy is coming across. And when we give the energy, we receive it as well. And so whether it's Reiki or just sending, love and compassion and towards others, we are receiving it as well. It completes a circle. And I'm feeling very calm. Is anyone else noticing that?
Mhm.
And this is weird. I'm feeling some heat in my hands, and my hands aren't even facing each other. I mean, facing each other, there's like a lot of magnetic energy, but
Yeah, when I put my hands facing each other, it's just like, doesn't want to.
they can't really close it. Yeah.
No, it's really tight.
Mhm.
I feel energy coming up and down through her body.
And, when we've had, Reiki shares, or when I've done classes and such in person, we've played with that energy and like pulled it out like taffy. So anyone that's watching, and we can try this too, is to get that sensation between your hands. And like Carol mentioned, you can't really get your hands real close. I mean, you could, but there's definitely something there. And that
Yeah,
energy,
it's a tighter energy today, right now.
and it can be
I
made
was just
bigger.
thinking,
You can take that energy and you can stretch that energy ball out and make it bigger. And so I'm making it bigger than my shoulders right now, so that I can take it and just, let's see if you can feel this, Karen. I'm placing it over your head. And I'm giving you this energy wash. I'm bringing down to your shoulders, down your forearms, your waist, and all your organs. Down your hips.
Balance my hormones.
You feel warmer? Okay.
No, I said
No.
balance my hormones. I need my hormones to be balanced.
Oh, well, there you go. Okay, let me hang at the. Well, the hormones are like all over. Okay, let me finish
Yeah.
this. I'm going to go down your legs
Mhm.
and to your feet, and the mainframe computer chip is up in your head. So I'm working at that pineal and pituitary gland, and just asking for a balance there. What are you noticing as I brought that ball of energy down your body?
My whole body is very hot. It's like I'm having a hot flush.
Okay.
wow.
So I will bring in a beautiful waterfall.
Mm.
Ooh, that sounds
Bring in
Thank
nice.
you. That sounds
Cool.
amazing.
Bring in some cool energy.
And actually, I did notice my energy was like very tight, and it feels like it's starting to like relax a little, like opening up. But when we started, it felt like I was like this, like very tight.
And that's what you were feeling, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
But it's like when Marnie was going down, it was like my hands wanted to go, but they're out, but they wanted to just jiggle down. They didn't want to go down. They just
Jiggle me, baby, jiggle me.
jiggling. They jiggled all the way down.
I had help. Yes, we're working together. Are you picking up anything, Lisa?
I wasn't quite sure if it was my energy or her energy, because I did also feel some tension in the back, right here behind the head, but I didn't know if that was mine or hers. And then I just kind of felt compelled to just pay attention to all around her body. And then just now I felt like I was scooping away stuff away from the solar plexus.
Okay. Yeah, and what that tightness you felt around your head, we all sort of felt it. So I would say, no, it wasn't your energy. I would say it was what we were bringing in for Karen. You know.
Mm.
Yeah, and yeah, we often second guess ourselves, and that's what's nice about doing the energy with a group, is because with a group, it's like, oh, you're feeling that too. Okay, then I just didn't make that up, or that isn't me. And when I work with clients, I often feel the energies around me. And they may feel it different. They might feel it in a different place than I do. But it's just saying, yes, energy's moving. I'm a different filter than my client, so we might feel it in different parts of the body. Or sometimes I'll feel exactly where it is on their body. So it, it's not a judgment call as to who feels what. It's just, are you noticing something? And that's what you like to do when you do energy work, is tune in to feeling something beyond, what we can touch. We want something out here to tell us, yeah, something's going on.
My hands got really tingling, going up and down. And then I felt something around her neck area, her throat and neck.
Are you still really hot?
No, I'm actually feeling quite cool now.
Lovely. It must be that waterfall.
I think it's the waterfall. It's like I want to swim in the ocean behind you.
Oh,
I know.
I'm gonna dive right in.
I thought we needed the breeze of the palm trees.
Mm. It's gorgeous. I'm like, oh, I so want to be there. I feel like I am there.
Oh, cool. Okay, so let's wrap her up. Just going to put a chokeray symbol at your heart and seal in that energy and allow it to continue to flow for as long as you need it, not just the rest of the session, but as long as you need it. Okay.
Thank you.
Super. Linda, what would you like us to do for you today?
Probably something similar to what Karen had, or I mean, just an overall, because I don't know about anybody else, but I developed tightness in my shoulders and different areas. And it's just like, I just need like an overall cleansing, revitalization. I mean, there's so much stress going on. You have to be here and there, or not there or here. You know what I mean? It's just like you hear the news and you try to keep yourself healthy. Thank goodness I've been healthy and all this stuff. Okay. So I just want to keep healthy. I want to keep want to be energized, and so I've been pretty good, except for general.
So when we were working and we felt that tension at Karen's shoulders, has it made a difference in yours right now? Do you feel a little lighter? Because when we give it, it's spreading around to all of us. So how do you feel now? Then how different do you feel now than when we first started?
Probably a little bit more open, just a teeny bit. So it feels like I always build up tension in my shoulders. That's what happens, shoulders and parts of my legs. I mean, I do the yoga and stuff, but okay. Just I need an overall, I guess you'd call it again.
And what I'm feeling in your energy field is we don't need to work on your shoulders. That's the, I mean, we can, that's the end point of what's going on in your mental energy of all the to-dos and the schedules and all of that. So I'm just looking out in that energy field, and I'm sort of seeing all those to-do lists, and not sure what to do with those yet. I know, well, like, okay, so in the beginning, how we took things we wanted to manifest and sort of put them up above our heads and sent them out to the universe for help. I would say, imagine that. Imagine all those to-do lists, and just imagine people coming right in to help you. I mean, when you make a phone call, they're right there, and that assistance. So I'm going to move
instant help
outside your field where someone can help you. Okay.
What do you think it is? My arms want to go really long. It's like she's laying on a table, and I want
to go every place and do everything, but we're confined a lot. I think that's part of it. It's just like, it's been icy, and it's just like so much with this winter weather. It's just like, I want to expand out and go places, but you can't really do much of that. So it's just like, I don't know, step by step with everything.
So Carol,
should I bring her in?
You say your arms are really long, so it's like
yeah, like she's laying long, And like, it's like I'm at her head and her feet. It's just like, and the energy's not all along the length, it's at either end. I don't know.
Okay.
Energy is there.
Well, she said she wanted it all over, so I guess you're doing it.
Yeah, I need
You know?
like a whole overall thing because I don't
It's
know,
like you're at
it's
a table.
Hmm.
like I'm on what?
Like you're laying on a table and it's just like the energy's at either end. I don't know. It's not in the middle, it's at the end.
Okay. Hmm. There's a stillness that's coming in.
Mm.
And I think that's what you need, is just quiet.
Yeah, I'm feeling it.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Because
Peace.
so
I
many
think it's called peace.
things bombarding at you that
Oh yeah, there's so much bombarding. I just like to push it, like you say, someplace else for the time.
like picking and choosing what information you need to listen to,
Mhm.
because the news, they tell us the same thing over and over and over.
Over and over again, and then
It's like you could probably watch it once a week and get what you need. You know?
that's a good thing. That's a good
Yes.
thing to hear.
Yeah, I'm holding your head and it's almost like your brain is already like, it's almost like it's reconfiguring.
Doing what?
Reconfiguring, like
Oh, that's good. I need it to be.
it's like
reconfigured.
resorting.
Yes,
I feel like it's like putting things in different folders.
organization.
Yeah, it's putting things in different folders, going, you don't have to worry so much.
Mhm. That's
Like,
important.
like just let it go.
So when we started, I saw like little yellow, can you see this? Oh,
No,
No.
not what your background. Oh, now I can.
Put it in front of your chest, Marnie.
Put it in front of
Oh,
your
there you go.
chest.
Yeah, there you go.
wow.
What is it?
It's just lined paper. It's just yellow lined paper.
Mhm.
Oh,
And that's what I saw around Linda when we started, was all these pieces of paper all the way around her energy field. And
Oh,
so
wow.
Karen's putting them in manila folders. I'm seeing some floating away.
File it away and burn it.
And some of them are, you don't have to do it. I mean, some of them are actually leaving your field. It'll be interesting
Oh,
to
that's
see how you
good.
feel next time we talk, because
Mhm.
they're not,
Yeah, it
not-
feels lighter.
yeah, they're not all necessary.
Mm.
Mhm.
Yeah, I feel like I needed to put them in folders and then she can let them go.
Mhm.
Because
Mhm.
once they're filed away, somehow, when we can organize stuff and we can file it away, we feel better about it. Then we can let it go.
Mhm.
So that's kind of
Yeah.
what I think is happening. Yeah. That's what I'm sensing.
Mhm.
Let's see. Yeah, I don't have the same feeling in my hands as I did with Karen. I mean, Karen, it was solid, and you could,
Jeez,
it had a shape. And I think like
that's mine.
picking up, it's just out there. It's just expanded.
I'm all out there.
Mhm.
I'm like, I think I'm trying, reading very many things and doing a lot.
Mhm. But this is expanding that, because it was tight to start, and
Mhm.
expanding that knowledge. And what I'm you're saying, make it knowledge, don't make it a to-do list.
yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry, Lisa, you were going to say something?
Yeah, I was just saying in the beginning, I was just picturing energy coming down and then going through her feet into the ground like roots.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
She was a little ungrounded there, perhaps.
Maybe that's why I'm floating off and expanding without having enough grounding.
Right, come back to the earth and, yeah. And the beauty of channeling in energy and Reiki energy, as we call it, is that it has its own intelligence. So it goes where it needs to go. We might be saying, oh, I can feel it in your head or your shoulders, but it really does go where it needs to go because it's the essence of love. And it's filling your body with love. And all these little pieces are adjusting in. All these little puzzle pieces are doing what they need to do. I mean, that's how I work. I see little images of what's going on, you know. Yeah, and at your shoulders, it was like little strings when I started out in the beginning. It was
Mhm.
it was like it was a real tight rubber band, you know,
Uh-huh.
and sort of, well, I was sort of relaxing those. Or asking them to relax. I don't do anything. I just bring in the light. And see what happens. And now it's moving into that stillness again. Did you guys feel it switch?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like my head's a ball of light. Is that weird?
And I feel your body like lifting up.
Yes, I do feel her very light.
Even Lisa's grounding her. That's good. The energy's going down through her feet, but
The energy is light.
yes, that's it.
Mm.
What do you sense, Lisa?
Excuse me, what do I sense?
I was asking Lisa what she was.
Oh, Lisa.
Oh, I pictured like a rock, a big heavy rock, and seeing her put it down.
Okay. The rock of everything that she feels she has, all those to do things. You seeing her
That's
putting
it's
it,
in her foot. Yeah.
and now just sit on that rock, Linda.
I feel like something's pulling. I feel like something's pulling me down by my tailbone down through the earth or something. It's a weird feeling. I'm sitting here cross-legged and I feel like there's pulling down of my tailbone and everything.
Good.
Well, I don't know where my hands are on your body. They're not, but my hands are facing up. My palms are
Mhm.
facing up. And yeah, it's just like this downward energy that's going.
Mhm. That's what I feel like, downward energy, like everybody's pulling me down to the earth like I'm a balloon or something, like I'm gonna take off.
Well, you're light.
Mhm.
Okay, I think we're just about there. So let's fill her. Well, she's already filled with light. There we go. Okay. Okay. Just wrap you up in a little cocoon of light. There you go. Okay, Lisa, what do you have on your list today?
Would just like also just an overall like clearing. I feel pretty dense. A lot of great things are happening, but I feel like my energies are all over the place. And I still have so back in October, my blood pressure spiked and I haven't it went from normal to extremely hypertensive within like 4 days, and I haven't been able to get back to normal.
Okay. So, okay, so that's a direction that will be bringing the energy into calming down that pressure in the body. Interesting. You know, I always see a theme running here, and it seems like pressure is that, you know, Linda's pressured by all the things she has to do,
Mhm.
pressure around Karen. And so now we're moving, and remember what we're doing for each other, we're doing for everyone here. And so Lisa, thank you. You're taking us into the body,
Mm.
the arteries, and
Yeah, that's what I saw.
there. Okay. Now, I'm visualizing working from the inside out.
Mhm.
I'm just imagining that I'm really, really tiny. And I'm inside your arteries, just sort of doing the Reiki along the sides of them. Opening up that space. And of course, you know, that's the result, you know, just like Linda's, her shoulders were the result of the pressure. So anything, and you don't have to say exactly what it was, but anything in particular happened this summer that would cause a lot of pressure around you. Are you thinking, Lisa?
Mm-hmm.
And, you know that when we get stressed, it doesn't show up that day or the next month. It could show up, you know, 3-4 months later. So that's why I say take yourself earlier than September and, you know, think about what switched in the spring or early summer. And another thing it could is hereditary. So is there something in your family genetic line? Do other people have? Okay.
My dad.
Your dad? Okay. And I wonder if that happened around the same age that you are, you know?
Yeah, I feel like my central nervous system is always. I feel like I'm vibrating when I'm in bed. Like I could feel buzzing, and I don't realize how like tense I am. And then I breathe, and I'm like, okay, try to like, you know, relax more each breath.
Right. And I saw you drop your shoulders. That's a good one. Also, when you're laying in bed, sometimes we're crunched up, and to spread out, spread your legs out, spread your arms out, open. That'll help. And
I feel all these this circular energy or something, like moving forward, something, I don't know if it's with a career or something, but it feels like something's trying to move forward and forward. It's just like an energy that's a circle to keep going. It's like I'm on a road, almost like I'm on a road, and it's like continuous circle energy. It's so weird. It's just like,
Mm.
And I'm just looking into your energy field and seeing, you know, if your dad's energy is close by, so that we can separate the two of you, even though, you know, and the doctors talk about genetics all the time. And so they make us think that, oh yeah, you've got to have that because your family member had that. So I'm just stepping his energy outside of your body, not taking away the love and that you have for him, but just we're two separate entities. So right now I see like two bubbles that are intertwined. And so
Mm.
I'm just moving out, asking you to move out those auras. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Are you really close to your dad?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So just looking at the individuals that we are, and that you can connect him to his higher self. Imagine him connecting up to his higher self, and that light coming down from his divine essence and the divine essence of the universe, filling his bubble with light. And then step it off to the side of you. And then imagine connecting yourself to your divine essence. And that divine essence connected to the universe. And so allow that universal energy to come in and fill your bubble with light. And it's different than your aura. This is like an energy bubble. It's how you see yourself in the family unit. And then just see those bubbles sort of bouncing around in the room freely, you know. And if there's any other family member that you feel overly connected to do the same thing.
You know, what I feel is like my hands are feeling like it's clipping away the bad energy connection of the health part away from her body, because my fingers are going in a weird cutting motion, just cutting the bad genetic stuff away, that, you know, so that she doesn't adopt whatever her father has, and not the love or any of that stuff, but the high blood pressure, whatever. So that, but my hands are going like crazy. It's just like they're doing a clipping motion, and I'm going in a circle, like almost around her aura or something. My hands are getting tired. My right hand's got tired. It's the weirdest thing, Marnie. It's like it's twisting. My fingers are twisting and trying to separate the bad part, not the goodness, but just the genetics stuff that doesn't need to be there.
And Lisa, what are you noticing?
I felt lighter as you were separating my bubble. And then I wanted to affirm, Linda, there is some really cool stuff regarding career. Yeah, but I feel a little stuck because I feel like I'm in two places. So I'm like ready forward, and yet I'm holding on to some my current job asked me to stay on part-time, and yes, but I think I'm ready to say I'm sorry, I can't. And just
because I felt the wheel of energy moving, trying to move forward with you, because it was so weird. I felt the like wheels and wheels and wheels going forward. So it just means you just keep going forward, and you'll be fine. Definitely. So.
Yeah, will you take those scissors and cut like the back of me?
My fingers were going really weird, just around your aura or something, where I was disconnecting you from the energy entanglement of the past, or something that, you know, like they say, people are genetically connected to their parents and stuff. Well, my fingers were kind of trying to disentangle that, because you're a healthy person and you don't need any of that. I mean, you love your dad, but you don't need anything from ancestors or anybody. I mean, you're your own self. You eat your own healthy food, your own emotional stuff. So we don't need to have extra baggage from ancestors in the past that are the bad part, you know, like genetic stuff. So this is what it was the weirdest feeling. The finger clipping stuff.
Well, there's an interesting connection that came up when you guys were talking earlier. Separating the energy from my father is the hesitancy of being able to go to my current job to say, now here's officially my 2 weeks notice, is a sense of obligation. And it that it was related to my dad in some way, like not wanting to let a figure down. Yeah.
Refresh my memory. Is it that you want to go to school? Is that why you're quitting that job and you're going to do more training? I can't remember.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, with
actually
training.
I'm in the middle of my grad program and I'm moving into practicum. And I received a job offer yesterday to be a contract position to be a peer mentor, but then also I can also kind of, I don't want to call it piggyback or double dip, or at any rate, I can also use make that a second practicum and second internship site. And so really exciting stuff. I was really excited about the opportunity. And I when I think about doing that plus school, plus the part-time at my current job, and the creative endeavors that I want to do to free up my energy. Like sometimes you can have a little too many good things. Work
That's
is
nice.
right. I'm so grateful for that. But the work piece is the one piece that it's like the only reason why I've held on and agreed to do it part-time was because of the money. And so I feel like I need to let that go and forward in all the new opportunities that are in front of me.
Beautiful.
Yeah. I felt a lot of energy by your sacral chakra. So that is like creativity,
Wow.
like the sacral, right? That's like new stuff, new birth, newness. So my hands just stayed at your sacral chakra and your crown. So there was a lot of energy between your crown and your sacral chakra. And as you're speaking, I'm like, okay, now it makes sense.
Yeah.
Like the newness, the creativity coming in. Like Linda was saying, the wheel, just keep moving forward, right? You're like, you're stuck, but you want to move forward. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, good.
Perfect.
So
Okay.
cool.
So we're wrapping you in a beautiful cocoon of love and light. And Carol, are you there? Carol, that's a kitty cat.
I don't see Carol.
Seeing
Carol's there.
Carol isn't there. Why don't we do me and then we'll do Carol last.
Okay.
Okay. For me, what do I need?
You need everything.
Let's see.
We like your energy. We give you energy, and then we get 1,000 times fold once we give you energy.
Right now, I guess I need clarity. I'm working on a lot of ways to read the book, and so I'm looking at making YouTube videos, and I'm working on my YouTube channel and Instagram and Pinterest, and getting all these videos out and making them. And so high level of, I guess, work at my head.
I'll work at your head. Okay, we'll clean you out and
Do you
make you
do
relax.
you need helpful people to come in, or do you just need clarity so you can do it yourself? What?
Yeah, I've been looking at videos online. And so I've been doing YouTube videos, and that's how I'm learning how to, really upgrade my YouTube channel. But yeah, helpful people. Yeah. So just like what we were talking about, I need to lift that out of my energy field and be open to receive helpful people coming in, and knowledgeable people, even people that help me physically here would be great. If anyone knows anyone that's versed in YouTube, TikTok,
not me, but
yeah, send them my way.
How old are your grandkids? Can they do it?
16 and 15, so not quite.
There you go. They would know.
They're so, yeah, they gave me she got me started on TikTok, but they're so busy with school.
Yeah. Aww.
Yeah, there's just a lot of technical stuff that needs to be covered. So anyways, fill me with smartness.
Oh, smartness. Hey, I think we should all have that put into our extra smartness.
Do we get some of that?
Yeah, let's just pile it in. Look at your baby dog, your doggy.
Sorry, I had to go get a extension cord.
Oh, because your phone was going out.
Yeah.
I'm starting to feel the energy around my chest.
I'm working on the head.
Some heart space. I'm getting lots of good feedback on the book. Has anyone delved into it?
Well, the thing is that I think if somebody has bought a book off of Amazon, they should give the review. I started the review. Other people who've bought a book at Amazon, put your review on.
Yes.
That's what I have to say.
I bought it in person, so
And did you put a review on Amazon already?
I bought it from you, so I don't know that I can.
Asking Linda, did you put a review on already?
Oh yeah, I put a review. I'm the only review so far.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why I say if anybody bought anything on Amazon to give you a
And-
review.
And you can also put a review on my website, or
Oh,
send it to me and I'll put it up. Because I've got stuff that I've been putting in as people are.
oh, I was reading it last night and I had some questions for you. Or the other night, I don't know what night, but anyways. Oh, I just love how I'm just at the part where I'm reading 2 books, so that's why I'm kind of confused right now. But your grandfather, what did he do? That's so, wait.
My grandfather that was from Italy that died young. Or
Let
Yeah.
me think, because I had I'm like, oh, that's so cool. And why am I drawing a blank?
okay. Yeah, I mean, like was the grandfather there's one grandfather that I talked about that worked on the railroad, hence the chapter I've been working on the railroad. That was about him, but you're probably talking about the Italian grandfather.
I am.
And
Yeah.
he, I didn't have a lot of information, but I did get a smattering of information that he worked in the sewers.
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
one. Yeah.
Hence why, getting bitten by a rabid dog is never a good thing, But I think what exacerbated it was, going to work and being in the filth of the sewers.
Yeah.
Probably-
Okay, that's right. Yeah, because I just dealt with my son getting bit by a stray dog like a month ago, and then a friend of mine got bit by a cat,
Oh.
and yeah, and I don't know, there was just all these interesting things in my life that was happening and just even knowing that profession, it's so lucky that you knew. Kind of, how it's always you never know what your grandfather really did or your great grandfather, it's just kind of vaguely known. I don't know.
Yeah, and because I wasn't connected with that family till I was 40, I really didn't get a lot of the stories, but
Yeah.
yeah, my
The dog. That's right. Yeah.
hmm.
I shouldn't read 2 books at once. It's-
Yeah. I'm feeling a lot of energy around my head.
I'm working on your head, and I can feel there's a lot of energy right there.
Yeah. Big. Yeah.
Yeah. And there was a lot around your heart too.
Hmm. Always working at keeping that one open. That's for sure.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm putting kind of a waterfall effect to cleanse and even things out.
Nice. And the sun's going down here in Colorado and the clouds are sort of peach and blue.
Oh wow.
Mm.
Lisa, tell me again where you're out on the West Coast somewhere, right?
No, I'm in Colorado Springs.
How do I-
Oh, Colorado Springs.
somebody else? Okay, Colorado Springs. Okay. Linda's Chicago and Carol's the mountains and Karen's a little bit east of Denver and I'm just south. I mean, I guess Karen and I sort of touch Denver, the city. Try to touch it. I feel stuff in my ears. So I guess I better start listening.
Unknown caller.
That's so
What was that?
You better start listening at the phone rings.
I mean, I keep it here for my timer. So apparently that's someone I needed to hear. It's likely, So a scam call came in. So, okay, so there's the message. I have to pay attention to what I hear and sift out what's not true or what I don't need.
That's
I
so
mean,
true.
there's so much information on the web that
Yeah.
I'm going to accept that what you guys are doing is going to allow me to find the right video to tell me how to do what I need to do the fastest way or the most efficient way. I mean, it's not that hard. I mean, I did a lot of stuff. I created a banner on YouTube. I created a little button, a donation button. It says, buy me a cup of coffee. Yeah.
That I didn't see.
And I created what they call an end card. So it'll give, my website and where they can subscribe for my station. But I can't figure out how to put that end card on. And a guy said, yeah, you do this, that, this. And it's like, it's not happening.
I
Okay.
feel like you need to give it some time and then go back to it.
Yeah, I haven't been on it for 2 days. I looked at
Yeah.
it and I was like, no. And then today there wasn't time.
I feel like when you go back, it's gonna fall into space. And you know how sometimes when you're at it the whole time, like you can't see it, and then when you step away and you come back, it just sort of like clicks, and you're like, oh, there it is.
That's what I was thinking. I might listen to it again. I listened to it twice, and maybe I'll listen to a different guy.
Yeah.
And my recommendation is to post on platforms like, because a lot of times you can, let's say you do a video on Instagram, but you can also on TikTok and Twitter. So you're kind of killing two birds with one stone.
Yeah,
So
that's how I've got it set up. When it goes out on TikTok, it also goes out on Instagram.
Mhm.
I can't. Let's see. It was supposed to go to YouTube, but that link isn't working. So when I put it on YouTube, it goes to Pinterest, LinkedIn, Twitter. So yeah, it automatically goes to all those, which is sort of cool.
And the recommendation is to post every day, to post content really every day.
Okay. Yeah, I did last week. I did like 5 days in a row. And then I thought, okay, I need to get it better. So I went into the YouTube. So I'm perfecting the YouTube because it doesn't take that long to post.
What are you posting?
Right now I'm posting healing codes that I've used in the blogs. So I'm, doing a shorter version of the blog and then referring people over to that blog to get people over to my website. And eventually I'll start doing little things from the book because the second part of the book has all those exercises.
Mhm.
I'll start putting those in. I'll give the little story and then go over to the exercise.
Have you ever heard of Insight Timer?
Insight Tiger.
Never heard of that.
They do courses and meditations.
Okay, so Insight and then Tiger, like the animal.
No, a timer like the clock.
Oh, Insight Timer. Okay.
Mhm. So it's an app where people can listen to meditations.
Oh,
Millions of people on that platform.
oh, so I can put up meditations on there.
Yeah.
And
And
that'd
course.
be nice.
Mhm.
And is that all free? Or do they charge?
For the listener, it's free. I think you can change your PIN. There's a donation button so that people can donate to the theaters.
All right, well, my time is up. Thank you, thank you. I got 3, 2, 1. Bing. Okay. Okay, so now that you're back, thank you guys. Even though we were chatting about other things, I can feel the energy just.
Energy,
welling up.
we multitask, right? We multitask.
Well, it's, once we connect and bring it in, it's taken care of. It starts coming in. Okay, Carol, you're back on camera. So what can we do?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just in a funk. I just wanna, I guess I just haven't really, like, like how people do New Year's resolutions. I haven't even taken the time to even go there. And then I was just taking down my outside Christmas decorations, and it's like with my diagnosis, it's just like, well, am I even going to be here next year? Like, this is so sad. You just never know. No one knows what life brings, but since I have something that I know could end me sooner than it should be a long way off, but you never know.
Yeah.
So I just want to have a good year, good, healthy year, I guess.
And how are you feeling right now?
I feel perfectly normal.
Well, that's great.
I mean,
that's
it's just
great.
one of those things until you're fine until you're sick. So.
Okay. And it
We'll
was
push the sickness away.
right. It was blood.
Well, and then I was doing a foot detox yesterday, and because it's like in leukemia, and I've never had it. It's always been like brown or whatever. And the girl walks by and she goes, "Oh, your lymphs are draining." And I'm just like, wow, yeah.
Good.
That's good.
So hopefully, I don't know. Anyway, so
Okay.
just lots of messages. How about my lymph stuff? Like clear it out and make it healthy.
Whole cleansing.
Let's do that. Okay.
How
So
about a new energy?
Everything
blood?
have you looked up on like one of these books like Feelings Buried Alive or Louise Hay, Heal Your Body? What?
Yeah.
And did the information resonate?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
It's been a while since I did do it, but
So leukemia here, and you don't have to have all of them. Would you like me to read them?
sure.
Feelings of deep depression, feelings of anger or ill will, significant loss of a parent or a career position. I would say significant loss of a family member because your daughter sort of stepped out of your life for a while, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so even though you're saying, oh, well, now she's back in my life again, your body is holding on to that loss. So just being aware that to clear that. Feelings of total helplessness, giving up or quitting, unable to express emotions, feeling present conditions and future possibilities are intolerable, hard word to say, feelings of despair. Okay, so a few of those in there?
Oh yeah. Well, depression. Yeah.
Okay, so
that was a big one for me last year. Big.
yeah. So this has probably been running for a while because I would say leukemia doesn't start just overnight, So, okay. So we're going to give you a complete energy wash of just bringing all that light down through your body and letting it do what it needs to do for you, beyond what our thoughts are. And yet we'll tell you what we feel and sense as we're working on you too. So I feel the energy expanding out, especially around your heart. Opening up that tightness. And I'm bringing in all that beautiful pink light that's out in the sky and just covering your body with that pink love. And again, from the inside out, going deep into the molecular structure of each molecule in your body, especially the ones that are in the bloodstream. So blood is made in the bone. So do the doctors say anything about that? About how, is it bone marrow that's not producing the right blood cells? What are they saying?
Well, nothing. It's so funny because my friend said that, oh, you're the second person I've heard where, you kind of go, well, what are you supposed to do about it? And it's like, you don't do anything about it until you're sick. And so what you'll notice is, like enlarged lymph nodes, so, and people could have it and never know. So, that you could live your whole life and have it and never know. It's just when the blood work starts to show increased white blood cells and platelets, increased platelets. And so, I wake up and I'm happy and, so it's just little downer things like putting away Christmas stuff. I try not to actually think about it on a day-to-day basis.
Okay.
Just plod forward. But I was in a really, really like almost suicidal depression like last year. And I can't even remember what threw me in it. I did a lot of tapping and stuff and it came out, but I came out of it. But
EFT.
don't want to ever go back there again. It's not a good place.
So perhaps this is just residue from that. So talking to your body and just saying, yeah, we were there and, we were in that depressed state and I'm not there anymore. And just asking those cells to come back into balance. Because it's depression that made that imbalance in your body. So now you can just tell your body, oh, you can come back, balance back to joy. I'm filling your body with joy. And let's see, I've got to give it a picture. I just can't say words. So let's see what your mind would. So joy, what does joy look like to you?
What does joy look like to me?
Walking the dogs out in the mountains?
Yeah, or just, like waking up and feeling, just healthy.
Okay.
I just love it when I just get out of bed and feel good and, just ready to start my day. And
Okay.
and yes,
Visualize
those dogs talked.
visualize that before you go to sleep at night.
Huh?
Visualize waking up and ready to start your day before you go to sleep at night. And so bring that picture into your mind's eye as you go to sleep. That when you wake up, you're going to jump out of bed and be ready to go.
Okay.
The word self-forgiveness comes up for me.
That resonate, Carol?
Oh, hell yes. Yes.
Bring that in.
I will work on that.
Don't work on it, just receive it. Give it to yourself. See it in a box, see it in a present. Self-forgiveness, it's in a box, it's a present, it's in front of you. Just open it up. There's no work to it. If you have to work at it, it's hard. So just open up that box and give it it's like butterflies that are just floating all over you, and they're all in your room. And if you had butterflies flying in your entire room right now, would that make you happy?
Yes.
You know, giggle. It would make me giggle. Okay, so
Oh, yeah.
Lisa just brought that in, and can you see that box opening and the butterflies coming around you?
Uh-huh.
All right.
They're beautiful. Yeah.
And feel it. So the mind works with pictures, okay? Works with images. As long as we say words, you know, it doesn't get it. It's like, you know, joy. It's a J, it's an O, it's a Y. It's all it sees. But when you bring in that picture of joyfully getting up out of bed, now you're telling your mind, this is what I want to bring in.
Oh, I get it.
Cells, this is what I want to bring in.
That makes a lot of sense.
Mhm. I mean, they've done studies where they've shown some, you know, someone like a dog attacking them, and they've hooked them up to electrodes, and it's the same energy. Your brain waves are the same brain waves as if you see it happen, or you imagine it happening, or it actually happens to you. It's the same thing. So imagining those pictures will bring in those brain waves that say, this is a woman who is full of joy.
I know that I'm hesitating on what I want to say next because you provided such a beautiful image. But Carol, I just feel really compelled to tell you that it's the words, it's not your fault, are coming up.
Okay. So let's give that a picture. Okay. So it's not your fault. Could we, is there something you can tie that to? That you blame for, Carol?
Oh, there's so many things.
So so when you think of those things, when you think of those things that didn't work out so good, and yet you know it wasn't your fault, look down the timeline of that person and see what made them do that. Okay. And you aren't on that timeline at all. This is all just their, what's going on in their life. And so that'll give you that picture of, okay, there's that situation. Well, that really wasn't my fault because I didn't do X, Y, Z. So you see that little scenario, then your mind has that picture. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I see someone handing you like this, the word rocks always come up, but someone gave you a rock and then it's time for you to give it back.
A good rock?
No, like let me give you this burden and I have this expectation of you and then I'm disappointed because you didn't show up the way that I wanted you to. And there's guilt around that. And I feel like it's time to give that rock back to the person who tried to give that burden to you.
And let's not give it back to them. Let's just set it down between the two of you.
Mm.
And tell them, neither one of us have to carry this. It's really not necessary. Yeah. That was a good picture, Lisa. And there you go. The rock.
That was awesome. Wow. Food for thought. Thank you. Hmm.
Yeah, and I felt like black draining out of you, Carol. I see all this blackness going away, all the blackness coming out of you.
That'd be nice.
Good session, girls. And let's
That was awesome.
that energy out from us to others as we create a blessing bowl. And a blessing bowl is people that we'll name to go into that space. And so I'm going to start. Okay, so the blessing bowl. Let's see. Sometimes we ponds and well, let's do the ocean. It's right here.
The ocean.
This is our blessing bowl, guys. Okay.
Oh, this is ours. Yeah, it's pretty.
Okay, so into this beautiful ocean waves, I'm going to put all the people that have chosen to watch this video. And even if they don't watch it to the end, I'm placing them into this ocean to soothe and calm anything that is imbalanced in their life. I'm going to put Lori in here and Nan and all the people that really wanted to be here today and just didn't have the time to come in. I'll place all my family, children, grandchildren. Put in Thomas and Johnny and all my dancing friends, that we all stay healthy and we don't get COVID. We still get to go out and dance and have fun. Because it's all about having fun, guys. And I'd like to put in all of the people from the Boulder area, Boulder, Colorado, Lafayette, where that horrible fire went through, that they're dispersed, their animals, the land, the ground, the trees, just filling them with compassion and love and trust that they will be able to rebuild their homes. Okay. Linda, who would you like to put in the blessing bowl?
Well, I like to put our group into the blessing bowl. And I like to put friends and relatives. I have a cousin in Georgia, and she was sick a little bit, but now she's better. And also a neighbor friend needs to be in the blessing bowl too. And my pets, and probably the universe also needs to go in there because of all the stuff going on. So thank you so much.
And Carol.
I would like to put my family and my kids and my grandkids and my animals and all those animals in the fire. And yes, my heart goes out to all of them also. And the people, and I hope everybody has a good new year. Hope things are good for everybody.
Thank you, Carol. Lisa.
My friend Debbie, who's experiencing some health challenges, my daughter, my parents, my brother, my friends and family, everybody in this group.
Good. And Karen.
Yeah, definitely my husband, my family in South Africa, friends, and just everybody I come into contact with, because I come into contact with a lot of people on a daily basis. So just everyone I come into contact with, just giving them love and light and peace and joy and just kindness to everyone. I feel like we need so much love and light right now, and just being able to get out of our heads, out of the fear and into the light.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, so we thank all the divine beings that came to help us today and intensify the energy that we brought in individually. And we ask those beautiful spirits, those beings, to take our wishes, all the people that are in the blessing bowl, and extend that light out and continue it to flow as long as they need it. Namaste, blessed ones. The spirit in me,
Namaste.
Spirit in you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining, and I look forward to next month when we can play again. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, everybody. Nice seeing everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, bye-bye. Take care, everybody.